How is everyone doing? We are super excited to be able to put out our third pepper trying video of the year. This one is going to be, check this out really quick. This is pretty cool. That's mushrooms in the rocks. They look like rocks, but those are actually mushrooms. Let's throw those in a compost pile. Anyways, this is the Jimmy Nardello pepper. A really pepper, we wanted to get more sweets in our yard, and I'm not sure. This is our 7th growing season in this spot, and I'm not sure, but it may be a case of we've grown this one our very first year from nursery plants. I'm not quite sure if that's true or not. These two are kind of stunted. A lot of people that have seen our videos already know that this year we have a lot of root lock going on with some of our peppers. We always plant way too early and then continue to plant all the way until the season starts, and we start moving plants out till we have little sprouts to ones that are actually overgrown. And I think a couple of these got root lock, but I really do feel like the Jimmy Nardello might be one that's meant for a little bit bigger of a container. I think I would have gotten a lot more production off of it. We have pulled a couple green off of it, and what we have noticed is that the sweet flavor really exists in the green quite a bit. And as we've done every year, what we always do in order to see more unique and our yard never being a guarantee, we overplant, and then we take all those sprouts and we share them. A lot of what we share with is friends that we've made down at our local small town farm market. And so we have a couple Jimmy Nardellos inside in our kitchen right now that are ripe and ready to save seeds off of, so that we can do a video on this. But these are they're from our plants and our seeds, but they are not grown in our yard. They're actually grown in the ground in a greenhouse in our zone area. So as far as the evolution of planting and stuff goes, getting a stronger plant for your zone, that would also work out well for us. But it's supposed to be a really sweet pepper. We have tried a couple green. One thing we did notice green is they were still really sweet green. So I can only imagine what the ripe ones inside we have are going to be like. But I'll go ahead and take one green off of this one here. And they go really bizarre. If you look at this one for the right angle, it looks like it's just one big pepper, but it's actually two curled up. They're pretty bigger size sweet peppers. I've heard a lot of good things about them. I'm not sure if I've ever grown it or tried it. If we did, it was the first year and I don't remember anything about it. So I might take a look on this online, or we might just take it in and give it a taste. But it is August 7th of 2021, and this is the Jimmy Nardello pepper. Love you guys. Catch you in a second. Alright, so this is the Jimmy Nardello pepper, a really unique and sweet type that has been highly recommended to us by lots and lots of different people. I'm going to give it a try for the first time. These are the two pods that I was talking about earlier. They really remind me a little bit of almost like the cloudy underneath a translucent color. So almost, it's hard to explain. It's almost like clouds are stuck underneath. Clouds of white or a lighter color are stuck underneath the color of this and the Courbaki pepper. So I really wish I could have showed you the plant that these grew off of. I'm sure it's a power plant, a lot better than the one doing in our yard. But the one in our yard is producing several peppers for us so far, and is producing several more that we'll be able to save even more seeds on. But I wanted to get a hold of as many of these seeds as possible to make sure that I had it in my yard. So I'll go ahead and cut all the way down to here. We're going to save seeds on these. It's pretty thick walled. It's still kind of really crispy, which I kind of like. The Courbaki and this other one, these thinner peppers, if you get a thin walled thin pepper, doesn't seem to keep for as long or have that crunchy snap to it as much. But really deep red color, almost candy apple red, more than you would say like an electric red or I remember I could taste a little bit of the sweet. It is really good. I'll try this piece too. And little Angel try some. That has a little bit of green and red on it. This is an excellent snacking pepper, as good as a Kourbaki to me. The Kourbaki and this one are very different than the Oda. I would say they're quite a bit different than even like a typical bell pepper or sweet pepper too. Here, I'll cut you off a couple pieces. We love snacking on peppers out of the yard, and we're not big heat fans, so what ends up happening is we usually end up with a lot of hots. There's a lot more unique hot types out there.
It is really, really sweet.
There was a sweetness that came from one that we tried recently called the 2020 Cross, and it was almost too sweet when it was red, almost like it would make a sweet powder, pepper powder. This one I could, man, it's just a little bit thicker. You can dice this one up into pickles.
I definitely prefer this one red. It is very sweet, almost like a candy. Super sweet. Or like what, a fruit, like the sweetness of a fruit.
I think when we tried this green, we were kind of surprised about how much sweet ended up in the green. So we knew that there would be more sweet in the ripening of it, but, and there's quite a bit more sweet in it ripe, but it's not an overwhelming one. It's like I could just sit there and eat like 10 of these.
It's really good and really yummy, and I like this pepper a lot, and I would like to give it another shot.
How would you hold it up to a Kourbaki?
To be honest, I like the Kourbaki, and it is sweet when it's red, but I think I like this one better.
Better?
Yeah.
Both produce really, really well.
Yeah, I think I like
I think as far as like adding like into dishes, like making a non-hot salsa,
it'd be very sweet.
It'd be really easy to chop this up and make a sweet salsa out of it. It would also be easy to chop into bigger pieces to make to add to pickles and stuff. And this is a really, really good pepper.
It is. I like it a lot. And you could even like dry it and make like a sweet red pepper powder to add to foods.
Yeah, so 100% we're going to save seeds on these two red ones at least. And then we're going to save seeds on the other ones. So we're big into seed saving. Our yard may not have a high production as it could. We try to crowd way too much into our yard every year. And it's a way for us to see unique things. We would be able to probably have tested this one in a future video, but sharing the plants and sharing the seeds out with fellow friends and family in the community ends up happening as we see this stuff showing up at our local farm market, really unique stuff. We've gotten Kourbakis from them, got guys so far recently, a couple of the crosses that we've given them. I think they have the pumpkin pepper growing. But, you know, shout out to your local farm market. Like, if you grow in small property or you can't seem to see enough in your yard, maybe reach out to your local communities and friends, neighbors. Sometimes we go for walks and we just check out other people's yards and gardens and probably seem like weirdos. But this is UT and Angel. This is the Jimmy Nardello pepper. I've seen people power plant grow this one really, really strong. I'd like to see the plant or a photo of the plant that this one came from. It's in our same zone, in our same town. So really excellent snacking pepper. I would hold this one over the Kourbaki, except the Kourbaki is just so dang unique.
Yeah, they're both really good, but I do like the sweet flavor of this one better.
Let's see if I can grab this real quick. This is
the Kourbaki.
Kourbaki. It's a sweet pepper too, and it does get better red, but I personally prefer them yellow like that. I think Angel likes them a little bit better red, but it's close. This one right here I thought was going to be another one that I liked, a little bit green, but ripe's the way to go with this one.
Yeah.
It doesn't have an overwhelming sweetness. I feel like I could eat lots of this right now. So in any kind of food or any kind of way, and it has a really sweet, unique taste, almost apple-ish.
Yeah.
I've heard it referred to that as tasting somewhat
Like
similar
the
to a green
sweet-
or a red apple.
I think it definitely has the sweetness of an apple, like a red apple. So.
All right, so the Jimmy Nardello. Sorry for another long video. I'll take you outside for one last look, and we'll catch you in a second. All right, so August 7th of 2021, the Jimmy Nardello pepper. This is actually 2 plants in a 5-gallon bucket. The holes are a little bit up so that we can contain a water reservoir in our dry environment. We have been fertilizing with Epsom salt. Fish emulsion we've gotten to once, and not sure if there's anything else we fertilize. We always start the year with lots of worm castings, though, mixed in with the soil to reconstitute it. A couple other things: playground sand, perlite and vermiculite if we have excess of it. But these are really cool peppers. This one is probably about 12 inches in length on that one. This one right here is probably 8. This one's probably 7. And then we pulled another green one off. So I'm going to let these ones ripen. We have pulled a few off already and eaten them green. We were liking them a lot green. They taste like sweet peas, like the Courbaki green. Tastes like a sweet pea kind of. But when this one ripened up, it's not an overwhelming sweet. To say it's not super sweet would definitely be an injustice to it. But it's not overwhelming. If that makes any sense. It's just really almost like a really clean, refreshing bite to it, and a really excellent sweet pepper. So I don't know how many people have tried it. If you tried it before, let me know what your personal experience was for it, and one that we will definitely be giving a grow again. So the Jimmy Nardello pepper. This is UT Angel and Kiddo. We love you guys, and thanks for letting us do another one of these videos. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Not a lot of seeds from 2 giant peppers, huh?
Oops, I'm sorry.
So what's going to happen with these pieces?
We need them more dry.
Do you think we should dry these ones into powder? Maybe mute some of our other stuff. It looks like pieces of bacon.
Yeah, it does. That's funny.
Really good stuff.
Yeah, I could dry them and crush them up and add them to our really spicy stuff to dumb it down.
Yeah, I don't think they'll make it that long, but we'll give it a try at the next ones.